Hey guys, we're back with part two of the Marvel Rivals tier list. Today we're doing DPS. So the criteria that we're gonna have for DPS is how threatening they are to the game or to the other team, their ability to quickly secure kills, and what was the last one?
Pretty much it.
And that was pretty much it. All right, let's start with Mr. Fantastic. So I think he had a crazy glow up. He's a crazy glow up.
He could have most improved player award
Yeah, he
for
really
sure
could.
of the season.
Does he pass?
Um,
Does he pass out on it though?
no, not as
No, not
high
at all.
A. I would say high A.
He
I
gets
have probably like one of the highest hours in season two out of anyone. I have like 16, 17 hours on him. In season two alone, and his ability to he can play off tank
he can
and
kind of play every role that a DPS
yeah,
wants to play, except he can't really he can't sit back like Punisher and Hela can because it's his range. But like
he can
he can play a
support
tank. He can help the back
tank.
line. He can flank.
Do damage. I could get in the back line. I could just be annoying and just not die. I could stall a little bit, not as well as tanks, but
And
I think he's definitely high A. I think there's too good of DPS this season to put him in S, but I think he's high A for sure.
his buffs are pretty substantial. Getting the slow effect on your hump ability and your ulti, it definitely makes it a lot easier to get kills. Because
When I'm
what do
in
we used to
big
call his
inflated
ulti?
mode,
Cosmetic, right?
yeah, his ulti used to be cosmetic. It's slightly less cosmetic now. It's still not great, but it's
It's better.
decent. We're gonna go
I was thinking
Scarlet.
Scarlet as well.
Without the team up,
She's probably
I
mid.
find her almost useless. She
She
gets
does a little bit more damage. She gets your base damage to get buffed,
yeah, but
but it's
I
probably
don't
not
think
enough. But with the team up, she's up here. She's not A. She's up here. I mean, she's not S, but she's right here. But
with team up she could potentially be. If you're good, she could potentially be S.
it's just brain
I
dead.
think the
Like
damage she does is like
you just
absolutely
hold both your
like
mouse buttons and something's dying. Like you can shred tanks.
without the team up, dude. She's low B, maybe F.
I think if we average it out, I think I'd put her in mid.
Yeah, okay,
She
fine.
just when the team is not up, she just doesn't do enough damage.
I don't know.
She's great
Compared to all the other
survivability, but
DPS though, she's so low. The cooldown on those phases are super high now.
and it doesn't last as long either.
Yeah, her survivability isn't great. Like I find myself being trapped a lot. I can't really flank much. But I'm not the best Scarlet player. If anyone's F in DPS, which DPS are just insane this season, it would be her, I think. But let's just keep going
Yeah.
and see what happens.
Um, let's
Go
get
Iron
S
Fist
here.
next. Iron Fist
Iron
is
Fist.
S.
He's S. You think he's that good?
Yeah, he's S. He's S. I just haven't mastered him yet, but I've watched videos. I've been in high elo games where he just completely destroys.
I
The
would
thing with him
say,
now is he can destroy squishies and tanks like equally. Like
yeah.
you can do like Mr.
I was
Fantastic.
gonna
You can
say
play anywhere.
his percent damage and how good tanks are, like the three tank meta that's going on right now. He just shreds through them. Like he's like one of
Yeah,
the only counters to Emma right now, who's in every single game. So
and Mr. Fantastic.
true.
Emma and Mr.
He
Fantastic
can
are
he
really good,
shreds you as
and he
well.
can kind of just destroy them. Um,
He had a
Another
crazy
thing,
glow up too.
there's some tech with him where he can be hop like a Spider-Man type thing from his kick. He has a kind of a one hit combo. Well, it's a 8 hit combo, but it's really fast on squishies that he can do. Um, his uh, survivability is great. Um, yeah, and he can
And
play
he can
anywhere on the
stall
on
with
the
his right
map.
click as well, pretty well.
Oh, a little bit.
All right,
Yeah.
let's talk about this guy right here, Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Gotta be yes. Gotta be.
He has to be.
A
He gets
great
banned a lot. You
Human
can't hit him.
Torch.
Like his hitbox just
He, you know
moves
what? I
around
think he
so
wins Most
much.
Improved Player of the Year.
A lot of DPS got buffed this season a lot. Um, he just can't you can't hit him. Like if he knows like to melee weave in between each shot and he's using his shift to just move a little bit faster, it's almost impossible to hit him. It-
Yeah,
his damage output at close range is also insane. You combo his ults with storms and it literally kills your support ults.
yeah.
He's easily one of the best DPS this season. And
He's pretty much perma-banned in high lobbies as well.
yeah, we're starting to see him get banned a lot. Let's talk about Hela first.
Okay, you can do Hella.
Hela's probably up here.
S?
Yeah, I top elo for sure, right? I
Yeah,
feel like
probably.
she's like permabands too, right?
Yeah.
Um, she
Well, I think
can
the main reason for that is she counters pretty much all the flyers.
yeah she definitely counters all the flyers, but her ability to just like she can just randomly get a kill, like with her headshot damage, her range, like two headshots on a squishy and they're dead.
Yeah, if you're a
E-
good CS player, you're instantly in Celestial with Hella.
yeah, just you do need to have like insane aim on her, but if you do, like the reward you get is insane. Next, let's talk about Spider-Man. He's not S. He's definitely not
There's a
S.
lot of counters to him now
Yeah,
with Emma, Thing, Mr. Fantastic,
yeah. He's
Penny. Not really.
top of mid, bottom of chokes on it.
There's a lot of good Spider-Mans. He he's starting to get banned less because they're just better DPS.
Well,
Without his team up with Venom,
his
I don't
like
know, dude. I would
without
put
his
him
team up with mid, right?
high B probably. Yeah.
High mid. Yeah, I'll put him at the top of mid. Spider-Man's strengths are in his mobility. He's easily the fastest DPS in the game, maybe besides Black Panther. Um, he goes in, he does his combo, he gets out. If you have the Venom team up, you insta kill 250 supports or DPS, or you can even do 275 with the team up as well. So he has such a high skill ceiling. Like if you don't know the combos, if you don't know how to do any of that stuff, you're basically useless. And his ultimate, it's so easily counterable. Like if there's a cloak in the game, she throws down her orb, and it basically out heals the entire ultimate. But if you get into a situation where they don't have anything, you'll kill the entire backline easily. His weaknesses, yeah, there's so many counters to him. If you just go triple support with Adam Warlock, you you can't do anything. The soul bond does takes away so much damage from what you're trying to do. It's basically throwing to go dive at that point. But Spider-Man, he there's just a lot of DPS who are better than him. It's really sad, it's really sad. But a good Spider-Man can definitely dictate the pace of the game, but there's a lot of counters to him where if you just switch to that one counter, there's not much that you can do. Bucky in season 1.5 was the most insufferable DPS in the entire game.
Yeah.
He was banned every single game. His ability to completely disrupt the enemy team was insane with his hook, and his damage output
Ult's
was
crazy.
insane, especially with the rocket team up.
Yeah.
That was taken away from him, and his I think his hook cooldown was increased, so we can't use it as often. And his ult, the max health difference is less now, so now you have 15% less max health instead of 25. People don't even really play him anymore. So many other DPS got buffed, he got nerfed. That he's still good, but he doesn't have the impact that he did before.
I think he's
But
still A.
yeah, but a good
Probably
Bucky can
low A.
still put in a lot of work. He definitely still outputs an insane amount of damage. He just isn't as insufferable as before.
I think a part of the reason people stopped playing him is they're just bored of him from last season, and other
Yeah,
DPS got better.
and they want to use them
It's
too.
like a Punisher. Like Punisher's great, but people are probably
He's
just bored of
boring.
him.
Yeah. Let's talk about the most brain dead DPS in the game, Squirrel Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Squirrel Girl.
she needs to get removed from the game. Actually, she needs to be removed. I want to put her here just because of how annoying she is. But I don't even know where to put
I
her.
think she's high. I think she's high B.
Yeah, here.
I think she's better than Scarlet.
Yeah,
I don't know if she's better than Spider-Man. She's only good in certain specific situations.
yeah, she's good when there's one path to get on the
For
site,
example, if you
like the
can't
symbiote.
aim,
True, true. If you can't aim, her ult is useless. You just break it instantly and it has no purpose. Um,
in
she,
low elo, she's probably like the best character.
yeah, because no one knows how to
Like
counter
in
player. But once you get higher up in the
through
ranks, she kind of does
plat.
nothing. She's just annoying. Like she just shoots her
Yeah.
dumb nuts
But
at
if
you.
she's ignored, she's just gonna terrorize the game. Like just do so much damage. She could be feeding support ults. She could. Yeah. No, she doesn't. She's not really a threat. I think she's good there.
She does do good damage, but uh, she just
Yeah, her
I
damage
don't
is
even know.
crazy.
Like she just doesn't have that
Like I
big of
want
an
her to get
impact as
nerfed,
everyone
even though
else.
she's not like insane. But I just want her to get nerfed so people are forced to play something else.
All right, I want to talk about Iron Man. I
Mm.
I kind of want to I want to put him on and chokes on it.
Yeah, I think he's A.
Yeah, I would say he's probably towards the bottom of A, but I think the buffs over time and especially the buff that made him a lot more impactful without the Hulk team up, um, really just changed his impact on the game. You get the extra 100 health when you use your power up ability, and in that ability you do way more damage than you see before. It's not as much as with the Gamma team up, but you still you shred people. If you're not missing, if you're good at tracking, you can destroy DPS and squishy sports. Yeah, if there's no Hela, you can or Hela Hawkeye, you can play in the sky and no one can really touch you, and you can just do damage from above. But you could also kind of play frontline behind.
I think he's better than Bucky this season. I would put him in front of Bucky.
Yeah, you can kind of play like not really frontline, but like right behind your tanks. Like if you have a Strange or a Magneto, just play right behind them and have their shields to protect you. Uh, he outputs a lot of damage. He probably doesn't impact the game like too much. Like you're probably not gonna switch your entire comp to counter him, but he is a lot better than when he was in the past few seasons.
Definitely a threat.
Psylocke S,
Starbucks
she's probably the
S.
best. She's probably let's order S tier. Let's
Um.
order S tier.
Okay. Yeah, Human Torch second. Yeah, no, that's good. I think.
Yeah,
No, leave it like this. Leave it like this.
like this.
Yeah. No. Hella
Oh,
in front.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, I like that.
Psylocke is probably the best flanker in the game, especially with the Emma Frost team up. Like, sure, her damage
Yeah.
output literally just gets doubled, and she can delete healers.
She has a combo that's like half a second where she kills squishies.
Yeah, she has
And she
insane
goes
damage output.
invisible,
She has two dashes to get away. She can go invisible.
escapability.
Um, her
If she has
also,
a Luna Snowflake, she can't fucking die.
yeah, there's kind of not much. There's not a lot stuff to say about it. She's kind of basic. She does an insane amount of damage.
Her ult
Quickly she
forces support ults most of
quickly
the time.
she quickly gets kills like without a lot of effort, and she can get out kind of instantly with if you save her dash or if you just go invisible. Let's talk about Star Lord. I would say he's S tier
A.
too.
S?
Yeah.
I'd say
Well,
high
actually,
A.
maybe that was last season. I'm thinking about last season.
Yeah, you got a little nerfed. Not
Um,
really, but there's just better
I
ones,
would
I
put him
think.
top though. He probably has not including like team up ultimates because only one in the game. Um, I would say he probably has the best DPS ultimate.
Yeah, his ult's insane.
Ultimate's insane. You just get aimbot. Um, he does a lot. He does a lot of damage. You can escape
You have a free
ultimates.
bailout with the
Yeah, with your
fucking
with your flip ability. Um,
and
the
the
rate at which you
AoE
get your ultimate
damage thing.
got nerfed a little bit, but it's still insane if you just go in there, bubble that Magneto, and do your little twist flip gun ability. You get your ultimate so fast. He's very difficult to hit. He can get up pretty easily. The only reason I would say he's not S tier is because his survivability probably isn't the best at as everyone except for Hella, but Hella does just so much more damage than him.
Yeah,
He's kind of basic as well. And like same as Psylocke, just does a lot of damage and can get out decently easily. Black Widow.
yeah.
Um, she provides nothing to the team. Like the only thing she can
Like
do,
if there's a Black Widow, you pretty much just tell your team there's a Black Widow, and then you don't stand still, and she can't do anything.
the only way she's
She,
impactful is if there's a Mantis on the team.
yeah.
But picking Mantis is kind of throwing unless she's your third
There would
support.
have to be the whole comp would have to be built off of her.
Yeah,
Three
it's just not worth it.
supports.
Like her ultimate is ass. Like all it does is it does an okay amount of damage. It slows you down.
She's slightly better this season with her. She can kind of counter dive a little bit better this season
Yeah,
with her
I was gonna say she can counter
new
being
kick thing.
dived pretty easily because you don't have to hit anyone with that stun ability. Like it's kind of just free.
But a
Um,
good dive player is going to kill her every time.
yeah, yeah. She doesn't provide anything to the game. Let's get Wolverine in here. So Wolverine easily up until the start of this season, like last season, he was still probably like the most banned character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, people still do ban him, but it's not as much as before. He didn't get
He would counter
nerfed.
like every 10.
Um,
I think he's low
it's
A
kind of
probably, no?
yeah. He's not S. I don't think he's S tier anymore
But
because
it's
of
not,
Thing and Emma. How
yeah.
they're both pretty common. So your main gimmick isn't really as good anymore because you can't do it on those tanks. Um, So I would say that puts him at A. He still does a ridiculous amount of damage to tanks. The only the only thing that nerfed about him was his rage. He gets less rage for doing abilities, but he gets more when getting hit. Uh, his passive is still insane. Basically, just gets a second life every like 60 seconds, or not whatever
Yeah.
time it is. His ultimate, it it does an insane amount of damage, right?
Yeah, it can still kill the whole team, but it has
Yeah.
to be in a certain situation. Everyone's together.
Like you swipe someone up and then you just dive down at like the back line by the sports and all the sports are dead all of a sudden. His survivability is pretty good because of his passive as well, so that's a plus bonus points for him. Moon Knight, he's mid. He got buffed a little bit. He gets health on his right click now, which is good. His projectile speed was increased, so it's easier to hit.
I don't
And
think he
his
changed tiers though. I think
no,
he's always been B.
yeah. Probably the worst thing about Moon Knight is he does so much damage, but he doesn't secure that many kills. Like he just feeds support ults so much.
Yeah. And if they have dive or they're playing shield tanks,
He
you're
gets
pretty much
countered instantly.
useless.
Yeah, you don't have that much of an impact on your team or onto the game in general.
Any of the DPS I play, I can 1v1 him. Like pretty much every DPS in the game can 1v1 him and win.
Yeah, his survivability is kind of ass. Even though they did buff it a little bit, they made his grappling hook a little bit faster, but it's still not good. His double jump is okay, but like if any dive character goes on him, attacks him, he's dead. Black Panther. I know you get a little PTSD when we talk about Black Panther, right?
As a as a as
Of
a
all the dive
support
characters,
main,
so Psylocke's definitely the best. Spider-Man is probably the worst dive character unless you have the Venom team up. Um,
I'd still put him in
Mid
B.
or yeah,
Yeah, in mid. I
we can put him
think.
here.
Yeah,
Like all the dive characters, Soul Bond or even just triple support in general, kind of Soul Bond or the Loki lamps kind of just
there's just too
counters
many
him.
counters.
Yeah, there's a lot of counters to dive right now. Thing, Emma Frost, if they jump in and support the back line, there's nothing you can really do. Mr. Fantastic, who's pretty popular right now, he can just jump into the back line, protect them.
Yeah,
If you're not like extremely fast and proficient with the combos, you don't do enough damage in a short amount of time to really secure kills. But I would say him and Spider-Man probably have the biggest skill ceiling in the entire game. Where if you are really good at Black Panther, you can just completely ruin someone's backline. Let's go with Namor. Oh, Namor's S tier, right?
Without the team up, I think he's A. You think
Okay.
you think
No, no, I
just
could see
basic
it.
Namor's S? I
I
think he's A.
put him in A.
He counters dive a little bit.
It's like it
His
doesn't.
damage output is
It kind
good.
of doesn't matter anymore. Like I feel like he kind of got a
Yeah,
lot better with the Luna team up, and
yeah. With
that was
Luna,
taken away
he
from him.
was S. With
Yeah.
Luna, he was S.
The Gamma team up is good, but I don't know. I feel like
Makes him better. I don't know if
The
it would
Luna team
make
was
him
definitely
S.
better. It was definitely a nerf in general, but even just having it makes him better.
A really good Namor that knows how to play him, like flank flanks with his squids and terrorizes the back
Yeah,
line. Like
Namor's flanking ability,
that's
you throw down two squids, you right click a support, and they are melted. His
that's a lot of
survivability just isn't the
damage.
best though. All you have is you have your
He's
invincibility
got to
orb, but
play with the tanks, I
you
think.
have no movement while you're in it, so you kind of have to just pray that your healers get you out. But his damage output is insane, which if he had better survivability or just better like movement, I would easily put him in S tier.
Yeah.
Um, but he doesn't, so we're gonna keep him here. Magic. I could put her
Uh,
like bottom of here or top of here. Like,
probably top B. She does have a crazy combo, but she has to hit everything. She has to hit her long range uh, slash thing and the uppercut and the melee after that.
yeah, she has really good survivability, and she could definitely output damage. But I guess like by our criteria, like she would be really good, right? But I just feel like she doesn't. Like when I verse a magic, I don't really feel too threatened by her,
Yeah,
and I can't really
just dive isn't
I can't
very
really explain
strong
why.
right
Yeah,
now.
just dive in general. This isn't that good.
His
Like
supports are
Iron
so
Fist is
good and
basically the
so
exception
many
right now.
count.
Another flyer. I've nothing changed about her. People
Probably
kind of
low
like
B.
Bucky. Besides like Bucky to get nerfed, I would say she's still A tier.
You think she's still A?
Nothing changed about her. People just stopped playing her, and I'm not entirely sure why. I think all the flyers are good right now.
She doesn't do anything. She moves too slowly. She has a lot of counters. Like she doesn't fly as high as Human Torch, and she's so slow. Her projectiles move slowly.
True. I don't really
I
know where to
don't
put her
know.
because last season she was an easy S tier pick, and now everyone
Yeah, but
just
why though?
stopped playing her. I'm not sure why. Maybe just this season everyone just got buffed and just got
Was
better
she
than her.
never nerfed at all?
No, she got buffed like season 1.5, and everyone was using her. Remember?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
hasn't
I
been
remember when she
touched.
got buffed.
She hasn't been touched since then. You leave her bottom A. I feel like Punisher's just like a solid DPS. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's kind of just like the
yeah,
template for what a DPS is,
yeah.
just
You
like the
gotta put
Call of
him in
Duty
A.
guy.
He's just good. He has
His
survivability,
ult could
damage,
kill everyone. He has okay survivability with the smoke grenade and
turret, zip line.
zip
All of
line.
his utility gives him survivability.
Yeah. And
Super high damage output if you're good at tracking.
yeah, like kind of like Hella. Like you can just be in the back line. You could just get a random kill on a support.
He still
Um,
has the rocket team up.
his probably biggest value is how much he counters Groot. Like he's the only real counter for Groot. You can just melt his
All
walls.
tanks really. His shotgun just
Yeah,
completely melts everyone.
he's just a solid DPS. He's kind of like the template of what a DPS should have. So I feel like A is a good spot for him. Hawkeye.
Yeah, A. I don't think he's S. He's high A though.
Um, so he's better than Iron Man. Yeah,
Like a great Hawkeye can carry games.
yeah.
Headshot, headshot,
Especially
headshot.
if you're
He got
killing
buffed.
supports, if you're killing supports in their ult, like there's so much potential value that he could
He's
have.
annoying to counter because he can still headshot you when you're in his face.
Yeah. And he does
Can
have
deflect.
he has the sword slash that knocks people away if you're getting dived. He has double jump to potentially escape. His ult is kind of like it can be good, but it's a little bit underwhelming. You just kind of hide behind a wall, and you'll be safe from it. But his potential to just randomly kill someone is insane, especially when you have the charge meter 100%. Is there anything else that you want to change? Do you want to put anyone in S tier?
Um, if
No,
if anyone's gonna be an S tier, it would be Hawkeye and Mr. Fantastic. I don't think Namor. You think Namor?
maybe. I feel like we're kind of underselling him a little bit.
When Hulk's banned, Namor's not really getting played.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the both of them together
Yeah,
is really
it's
annoying.
oppressive. Yeah. All right,
Um,
this is gonna finish up
let's see,
our
let's see.
DPS tier list. Let us know in the comments if you agree with anything, and like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.